whenever you're ready, Coach.
I mean, it's a huge win for the program. Obviously, Gonzaga is one of the best programs in the country. You know, number one most of the year last year, started this year out number one. I thought our guys really came ready to play. We took some hits throughout the course of the game. You know, they went on some runs and we answered them. Thought our energy out of the gate was really good. Obviously, Shaq came ready to play. He hit some big shots early. I think, I don't know, 6 of his first 7, maybe something like that from 3. That obviously helped get us a lead. It's a lot easier playing with a lead than playing behind. So, you know, I thought our defensive intensity was good. We obviously struggled with Timmy a little bit, but, you know, all of our bigs were in foul trouble most of the game. But Charles was big. You know, Charles ended up having 7 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 blocks, which having 6 blocks against, you know, the front court that Gonzaga has is pretty big. So, you know, JD, first big game of his college career, thought he answered the bell pretty well. You know, he shot 4 of 6 from 3. He's been in the gym working on a shot. You know, and it paid off. It's a big deal in our program. This guy's getting the gym work on their own. He's been in a lot. So, big time game, big time players show up. I thought we had some guys really show up in a big way. Darius Miles ended up winning our hard hat award, which is kind of our blue collar points, all the hustle stuff. He was on the floor getting deflections and tips, and thought he gave us huge minutes. So it was good. And ironically enough, the guy that led us in scoring, Shaq, also led us in rebounds, and kind of try to build our program on playing hard, some tough physicality. You know, we ended up out rebounding them by 1. We were up a lot more earlier in the game, and would have liked to have done that. Turnovers are low. I think it's the second lowest turnover total of the season. When our turnovers are down and the ball's moving, we tend to play a lot better. So, huge win for the program. Really happy for our guys that have just bought into playing the right way.
Thank you, Coach. If we have questions for Coach Oats or either player, you can go ahead and ask them now.
Jaden, you've gone up against Andrew before in the SEC. I think one game he had a pretty big night on you. How nice was it to flip that and kind of have the better of it tonight?
Right. I mean, yeah, I remember playing in my freshman years, not really coming out looking for revenge or anything, you know, more than everything. I was just coming out there to win the game. So, you know, obviously it feels good to, you know, play well, but, you know, number one was coming out there and getting the win.
Other questions?
Well, the 3-point looks, especially that first half, what was going into getting open?
Right. Got to give credit to my teammates for finding me and getting me open. And obviously playing for a coach who, you know, gives you the freedom and draws stuff up for you. So, you know, it's just going out there and taking the right shots, and, you know, you take the right shots, you get rewarded for it.
Nate, these non-conference games are all about learning moments, it seems. They pull within 76, 72, and then you guys pull away. Billy's going crazy, and you guys sort of pull away from there. What did you learn about this group?
We got a tough group. I mean, 18,000 people, 17-5 are probably cheering against you. That thing was loud, and they cut it to 4. And shoot, I think that's when we answered back-to-back threes. I think JD hit 1, and then I think JQ came down and hit 1 right after to go from 4 to 10. I think both those guys showed they've, you know, big-time players, and it's time to step up, and they made some plays. Our defense got some stops. So, and yeah, non-conference really is all about learning. You know, I like to thank Gonzaga for having us out here to play. I mean, they don't shy away from anybody. So it's a great opportunity for us to come on the road and play in a pretty hostile environment. The arena's great. You know, they didn't have to play us, so I think Coach Fuse is a good coach there in the country. He's running a great program, and I thank him for bringing us in here to play him, because, you know, with the way we play, we can be dangerous at times with how many threes we shoot, and they knew that. And shoot, we hit a few tonight, so it helped a little bit.
Other questions?
JD, that shot, when they closed the gap, looked like you really wanted to take that shot in that time.
Talking about the 3 hit when they cut it to 4? Yeah.
I just guess just going out there, just playing hard and losing yourself. That's how you just get open shots and stuff like that. But it just comes from working a lot, and I just been in the gym a lot. Just work on game type stuff like that. I did one, as you said.
Do we have any other questions for people on the fence? Go ahead.
Coach addressed this, but from the player's perspective, what was the atmosphere and the experience like tonight?
It was fun for me. As one of the players told me, he said his head hurt because it was too loud in there. But those stuff like that, I love that.
Shaq, you want to comment on that?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the atmosphere, it's one of the most fun atmospheres I've played in since I've been in college. You know, I feel like it was good for our guys. I told them before the game that it was going to be a hostile environment, and number one was just going to be staying together. So, you know, I feel like we kind of faced a little bit of adversity, but just stayed true to staying together, and that's how we got the win.
Jaden, is that kind of how you guys play, hitting the threes, penetrating and kick?
Yeah, obviously we shoot the three ball well. We kind of like to play up and down at a fast pace, so, you know, that's the majority of our looks, you know, at the rim or three. So, you know, that's just, like JD said, just getting in the gym working and making sure we're ready when the time comes.
What was the biggest challenge of handling their front court, especially Timmy tonight, and what does Chet Holmgren do that really kind of caused you guys to kind of look at him and focus on him?
Biggest challenge was trying to stay out of foul trouble. I mean, Timmy drew 9 fouls himself. Chet drew 6. It seemed like our entire front court was in foul trouble early in the game. They stayed in foul trouble. Somehow we managed to get out of it without anybody fouling out. But Noah, Darius, Jawan, and Charles kind of played the bulk of all the minutes at the 4 and 5. All had 4 fouls. So, you know, Timmy's physical. He's got great footwork. He's got the shot fakes, gets you up under. You know, he gets so strong. He seals you. He catches the ball deep. And Chet plays more like a guard than a big, really. So, you know, he puts a little different type of pressure on you. I mean, those two complement each other well because Chet wants to play out on the perimeter and drive you, and Timmy does bulk of his work right there at the rim, and they both pass well. So that's maybe, you know, Timmy ends up with 4 assists. I mean, Chet has 2. They have 6 assists between the two of them. It's over a third of the team's assists. So, you know, they're just good overall players. I thought all of our bigs did a halfway decent job with outside of the fouling. You know, Charles getting 6 blocks big. You know, he had some big blocks on Timmy. We just got to figure out how to keep him out of foul trouble.
JD, have you gone up against Chet and Nolan and Hunter before in the AAU circuit at all?
I played against Nolan in the AAU circuit, but and Hunter and Chet, I played them at the Memphis All-Star Classic. So it was just seeing those guys and being brother with those guys, but not tonight. Enemies, but just seeing those guys doing work. And it was just fun to play against them again.
Anything else from people in attendance? We do have one question on the Zoom from Clayton Connick. If you could unmute him, Stephanie. Clayton, go ahead.
Coach, obviously Alabama football won the SEC title today, and a huge win for y'all tonight. What kind of pride do you take in being a part of this athletics program?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's arguably the best athletic program in the country. I think 6 different sports won a national championship. Football's won 18 of them. We've got a little catch up to do in that regard, but we're trying to get the program up to Alabama athletic standards. I think our guys are doing a pretty good job of it right now. So, I mean, it was a great day. I mean, we got the score update there. We watched the first half from the hotel, left at halftime to come over. They kept opening up a bigger lead. We were all pulling for them. Obviously, football did an unbelievable job. Hopefully, hopefully Bryce went the Heisman today. To me, it looked like he did. I'm not a voter, but thought he had a pretty good day. We had some pretty good basketball players put on a show too. So it's a good day to be a Roll Tide fan for sure.
All right, looks like that's all the questions. Anything else from here? All right, thank you guys.